YouTube, listen up, what's going on? Quick little intro. I know none of these videos come out in any sort of particular time frame of when I record them. They used to come out the day after, now they come out a week after I record them, just because I have some videos stockpiled. I'm trying to post them day by day, but this video is being recorded on August 10th. And it's been a couple of days since I uploaded. It's been a couple of days since I went to the gym, and I just didn't have the time, or I had the time, I just didn't have the energy. It's like a really bad kidney thing. I don't know if it's a kidney infection. I still got a little bit of remnants of it right now, but hopefully not kidney stone. I think it would still hurt if I had a kidney stone, but a little bit of kidney thing. It was tough to breathe for a little bit yesterday, so I couldn't go to the gym then. And this will tie in a little bit to the beginning of the intro. I didn't go to the gym the day before that because when I had my alarm set, I was tossing and turning the whole night. I ended up getting only 5 hours of sleep before that alarm. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go to the gym. It's not worth it. I've been getting 5 hours of sleep the entire week because of work. Flipping the sleep schedule from going to bed at 10, 11 p.m., 12 in the morning, to trying to wake up at 1:30 in the morning and go to bed at 5, 6, maybe even 7 p.m. It's tough, and it don't work out the way you think it would. So, I just didn't get enough sleep, so I felt like it was better if I didn't go to the gym, and I just went to work that day. Because my work is very physical as well. I get about 20,000 steps a day just at work, so. That leads me, though, I saw a video talking about some studies that are on sleep, and some of them, allegedly, studies from that video, mentioned that sleep isn't, it doesn't hold a three-pronged importance. It's still one of the more important factors when it comes to training, but, it was basically saying if you get 5 hours of sleep, or suboptimal amounts of sleep for a night or a few nights, it's not going to change the way you recover, and it's not going to change your motor unit recruitment. But honestly, that's not my worry, you know what I'm saying? My worry is, I've always worried about recovery during sleep, and apparently, if you get a few nights of suboptimal amounts of sleep, your recovery will still be similar. But I feel like the less time you have sleeping, maybe it's the same amount of recovery per hour of sleep. If you use that as a unit, that's probably not the unit, but for example, if it was amount of recovery per hour of sleep, obviously the more sleep you get, the better, because there's more hours of recovery in there. But I just don't like not getting sleep because I just feel like shit in the gym the next day. Even if the motor unit recruitment is the same, you know what I'm saying? Getting 4 hours of sleep and trying to go to the gym first thing when I wake up is insanely difficult, with or without pre-workout. I just feel like garbage. I feel like the training is garbage. I just don't enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just tired and I want to go home and sleep. So, if you can get past that portion of it, that Mustang sounds really nice. Anyways, if you can get past the effort portion of it, where you still put in a really good amount of effort, you still have similar motor unit recruitment. But me personally, I feel like shit when I don't get enough sleep. I don't enjoy my training, and enjoying the training is the biggest part when it comes to the gym, You're not going to enjoy training every single time you go to the gym, but I feel like helping adherence to going to the gym, especially for new lifters, is having a internal goal, not an external goal, but an internal goal, and enjoying your routine and your training routine, because that can make the world of a difference. It becomes a lot easier if you start to enjoy it a little bit, find stuff that you like. So if I feel like shit and I don't feel like training, then I don't feel like going to the gym. But also, like I said, the study said 1 to a few days probably fine, maybe even 5 or 6 days. I don't know. All I know is that after 5 or 6 days of getting 20,000 steps a day, and only getting 4, 5, maybe 5 hours of sleep, I feel like garbage. So that's why I didn't go to the gym, And I wasn't skipping it just because it was leg day. Trust me, because I'm still holding on to the routine. I'm resuming the split where it was at. I'm about to go do leg day right now. It's going to be hamstring and glute focus. I'm going to do some glute hip bridges and hamstring curls, maybe RDLs. We'll see how my kidney is feeling, and then we'll go from there. So I appreciate you guys watching the intro of this video, and I'll see you in there. All right, we're finally in the gym. We're ready to get after it. 170 pounds on the leg curl. We're gonna do 2 sets of most of these exercises. So 2 sets of leg curl, 2 sets of RDLs, 2 sets of hip thrusts, and 2 or 3 sets of leg extensions. And then calves, of course, or calves somewhere in the middle there. I might do calves afterwards, we'll see. Whew. Okay, one more set. All right, I'm not gonna lie, the energy's a little low for the gym session today. I didn't take pre-workout because I gotta go to bed and what time is it? I gotta go to bed in approximately 6 hours to go to work. And I literally went to bed at 1:30 last night, and I'm gonna try to wake up at 1:30 tomorrow. So, you know, we're gonna see how that goes. For now, I'm just gonna exhaust the mind and the body in the gym, and hopefully I'll be able to go to sleep early. Okay. All right, let's move on. All right, moving on to RDLs, but we're on the Smith machine today. We're gonna do single leg RDLs because I think that there's a huge discrepancy between my right glute and my left glute in terms of strength. I think my right glute is a lot weaker, to be honest with you. So we're gonna do single legs just with a 25-pound plate for right now. I'm gonna kick one leg back, have it bent for stability, and then put one leg super far forward because this machine is angled forward. So the bar path is gonna be a little bit forward, so I'm gonna put my foot further in front to where it ends up over my midfoot, and then I'm just gonna push the glutes back as I come down. Like a regular RDL, just single leg on the Smith machine. I'm also going to play my music. Okay, all right, now we're gonna switch legs. I really should have started with my right leg, assuming that's the weaker glute, so that I can match intensity to the right leg. All right. Okay. All right. One more good set of that. I'm gonna start with the right leg next time so that I can match the reps, because damn, was 8 tough on that leg. 8 wasn't super tough on the left leg. I just stopped at 8 because I figured my leg was gonna be weaker, so we'll start with the right leg for the next set. All right, moving on to set 2 here. I'll rewatch the video back. It turned out that I was going too far down. So you're supposed to stop the RDL when the glute stops moving backwards. So right around here is where I gotta stop going down instead of going all the way down. Going all the way down, the bottom portion of the movement becomes a lower back movement because you're no longer using your glutes to bring it up because they already reached their maximal extension, so they couldn't extend further down. So the lower you go, the more lower back it becomes. So we're gonna try and stop as soon as the glute stops coming back. We're gonna imagine there is a rope around our waist here, and it's pulling our hips back as we come down, and the second that we hit maximal extension, I can't go any further back than right here. I don't want to go further down like this. I want to stop right here and then come back up. Poke. My right leg started shaking. Okay. Let's get this guy back up. I'm gonna go for the left leg. Okay, I don't recommend doing this exercise single-legged on an angled Smith machine because, like I said, this does angle forwards. I'd recommend just doing it with dumbbells. Dumbbells is probably a little bit easier to keep the weight closer to the body and keep it in line, but my hams and glutes are feeling it, so let's go do a hip bridge.